We're now joined by Coach Ethan Faulkner of Youngstown State, Gabe Dines, and Jawan Maxey. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement for you, then we'll take questions for the student athletes. Coach, go ahead.
Yeah, first and foremost, give Robert Morris a ton of credit. They played great basketball really since about Christmas time, and they were certainly, continued that tonight. Very, very deserving champion. Just played better than we did. We didn't have our best stuff tonight. They played excellent. Give them all the credit in the world.
With that, raise your hand. Please give your name and attribution, and we'll, again, please start with a question for the student athletes first.
Gabe, Jawan, for both of you, can you just kind of describe just the emotions of what's kind of going through your guys' minds right now, to get to this point, but to come up short?
I mean, obviously it's a terrible feeling. I mean, you have to go through it to really understand it, but it's just, you feel terrible for the seniors and feel terrible for everybody involved. It's just not a good feeling. You work so hard and it's in second place. It's not a good feeling.
Jawan, you want to tackle that as well?
I think we had a hell of a year. We went through a lot of ups and downs this year. Like Gabe said, it sucks, especially for our seniors. They put a lot into this year, but we know they'll do great things, but we'll remember this feeling for sure.
Good.
Yeah, for Gabe and Jawan, they led the entire game. You guys were so close at so many opportunities. What just kind of happened in those transitions? Pulled to within 2 in the first half and 2 in the second half. Just shots weren't falling?
I mean, credit to them. I don't know what they shot from 3, but it was a pretty high percentage. I don't know. They just hit big shots when it really mattered.
Same. They knocked down the open shots. Kudos to them. We kind of slowed down on the defensive end this game, but they hit the shots down and we couldn't.
Next question for the student athletes. Any further questions to players? Go ahead.
Jawan, Gabe, I know you said second place. You're not happy with that, but just to be part of what is going to be a historic season at Youngstown State, can you kind of wrap your mind around the fact that you guys did something very special this year?
Yes, sir. I think we did. We made history. We was the third team to make it to the Final Four, I believe, and the first team to make it to the Horizon League Championship. So it feels good making history, but not losing, of course. But like I said, we remember this feeling, and now we know what to expect next year.
I should agree with everything he said. He hit it on the head.
Further questions for the student athletes? Okay, we'll let Gabe and Jawan go. Let's open it up now for Coach Faulkner. Questions? Let's go back over here. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, obviously you guys had the shorter turnaround, late night last night. They get off to a pretty good start. You guys fought back time after time after time, but could never quite get over the hump of that start. To what do you attribute, kind of the way that they came out?
Yeah, I mean, again, credit to them. They played excellent basketball from the start. It just didn't feel like we had it tonight defensively. We give up 89 points, have 23 assists to 8 turnovers, kind of really dominate us on the offensive glass. And again, defensively, we have to be elite to beat these teams. I didn't think our offense was spectacular by any stretch of the imagination, but, we score 78 points. We make 11 threes. I felt like we did enough offensively to at least give us a better chance to win the game. Just didn't have it tonight defensively.
Ethan, what can you just talk about this year? Your first go-around with this. You were with the program before, but just what's this kind of mean to you personally that you were able to play tonight because, the other teams were not?
Yeah, this is a special group to coach. It's been a really, really fun group to coach, a group that has just showed up and punched the clock and went to work every day regardless of the circumstances of our team. We're like every other team in the country. We've had adversity as the years went on, and felt like we tried to really handle that and respond each and every time to whatever that was. And again, just kept trying to get better and better and better. Our 4 seniors, can't say enough about them and what they mean to our program. And again, we're certainly disappointed. We're at a point in our program where the expectation is to win and compete for league championships and to be here playing in this game consistently. But I do think that with that being said, this is a group that's elevated our program.
Right
Ethan, you talked about just you guys didn't necessarily have your best stuff defensively. what do you feel like were kind of the shortcomings tonight that you guys may not have had, the last couple of games?
Well, first and foremost, Robert Morris is a really good offensive basketball team, very difficult team to guard, particularly difficult for us to guard because of their ability for their forwards to shoot the basketball. But again, it just didn't feel like we had the connection that we had last night defensively.
Coach, similar to what I asked Juwan and Gabe, I mean, being part of a historic season, but maybe more importantly for this group, many of which were new to the Horizon League and many of which were new to just playing with each other. How proud are you of that fact?
Yeah, again, really proud of our group for, how we've just kind of stuck with it. We've been a team that, again, has responded each and every time that adversity has came our way. And again, we got a chance to have some continuity here. We got a lot of guys with returning eligibility. We're going to fight like crazy to keep this group together. And as I told them, I want you guys to feel this, right? Feel what this feels like to get to this point and to come up short. And let that be motivation for us to work like crazy this off season and to have a chance to get back here next year.
We're going to do 3 more. Here. Go right ahead.
Ethan, I mean, you've seen this the last few years you've been here, but with these fans and this community support coming all the way out here, what's this mean for this program?
It's unique, man. I can't say enough about the Youngstown community and what they mean to us. This is why this job is a really, really good mid-major basketball job, because of the support that we have, not only from our athletic department, but the support from the community, a community that really, really cares about our basketball team, wants to see us be a consistent winner, compete at the highest level. And again, can't say enough about, not just showing up here today and being a part of this game, but the support we have consistently.
Hey, Ethan, when you pulled it within a possession, within 3 or 2, the ball just didn't bounce your way. Were you happy with the shot selections?
Yeah, I thought offensively we did enough to win the game. I don't know that our shot selection was great consistently throughout the night. I thought it was much better in the second half. Our ball movement was much better. But it seemed like every time we'd make a run, we'd have a defensive breakdown. We'd lose Smith for a 3. We'd give up an offensive rebound. Oma Jaffa would drive the ball and create a foul situation where he was going to the foul line. Just not good enough on that end of the floor tonight.
Last one.
Coach, more so than ever in today's game, it's a year-round thing. You guys never really have a break, so to speak. Now that the games for this season is over, what's kind of next for you guys as you head into the off season?
Get to work tomorrow to put a team together that can compete for a Horizon League championship.
Well, certainly hope there's some postseason in your future as well, Coach. Congratulations on a wonderful first year.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, we're going to, once the ceremony is over, cutting down the nets, we'll get 3 Robert Morris players as well as Coach Toole in here.